just got this in the mail. I'm so excited to open it up. If you look at the tag, you already know what it is. If you've seen a lot of the other videos, thank you for watching mine. Just give a like, comment, let me know if you don't want to see anything else. But just to make things short, I'm going to unbox this. And I think there's another box inside of it, and then I'll display that. And please stick to the end because there's another little special thing. In the first part, it just said to please open from the bottom. So yeah, it's pretty heavy. So pretty much have to reclose it back up, open it, cut the tape from the bottom, then lay it on the bottom, and then lift it up from the top. So I'll go and do that. The Spengler Ghostbusters Afterlife Proton pack. This is the one that obviously you know what it is. Phoebe found it in the underneath the barn. She put it together and everything else. It was really great of Hasbro to do this for the fans and everything else. They already made the Spengler one, the neutrino one, which is really great. They made that one. Same thing. A lot of people have do modifications with the tape because it's all like hard plastic, and this is kind of like plastic. They actually replaced it with wood and actually like retaped it, painted it and did everything else. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be doing a lot of mods on this. There's a hidden feature on there that there's a hidden button there or a hidden toggle switch. It's not really, from what I've seen, it's not connected to anything, but I guess they left it there for modders in case they wanted to hook up another soundboard to it or whatever, do a little click and then do a switch, and then after that you can switch it to whatever you want. So right now let's unbox it. Alright, so move the camera down so that way we can get it in frame, and let's go. There's a bit of tape there. Oops, there's a bit of tape there. A bit of tape right there. This was a backers project on Hasbro Labs. If you didn't back it, unfortunately, you have to go on eBay or other places to get it, and it's going to be probably very expensive. This was about $430 to back the project up in October of last year, not 2022, 2021 October. So, oops, there's a little bit more tape. So, so let's open it up. So that's pretty cool. If you remember from the movie, one of the scenes is where she finds the ghost trap. There's the slide-in puzzle. But we got some other stuff here too, so let's take a look. So what we got here is the Proton pack instructions. It's kind of funny. It's designed like a little blueprint-ish type of thing. The stand, to connect the wand. It's pretty cool. And here's all the other features. The batteries. You're gonna need 4 D batteries. Connecting the activation switch. Hidden compartment so you could put something in there. The volume control. The how to disconnect it, to play around with everything, the cyclotron, and what each switch does in each position, and the CRT emitters you can take off, and the Stay Puff, the marshmallow slime, marshmallow goo. Alright, so, and you got some other little, warning stuff and everything else. So let's go get a little close up and actually open it up. So if you pull it, ooh, Wow. Really wanted to make sure I had pieces on there. It's very tight, so I'm trying not to put too much force, but geez. On the Hasbro Pulse, when they did it, it seemed like it just popped right open, but that one is taking its, that one's got to fight with it. So here's the let's see what's in here. We'll see what's in there later. Here's the ghost trap that would have been in there with the from the movie, but this ghost trap has some kind of fun stuff in here, and so does this. So let's take a peek at that. Here, and let's open this up. See what we got. Oh, so we did that contained the marshmallow attachment, so you can attach onto the pack wherever you want. Have a nice little hook there with that. Just easily put it through, and there you go. And you can put it right on there. That's pretty cool. It came with 4 different ones. Like in the promo shots, you can actually see where you want to put it and everything else. So it came with 4. This one up now. This one is going to have, oh, it's a bag in a bag. And it has the little marshmallow guys. They're very hard. It's not like it's soft plastic, even the heads. But I know they can pop off and you can put other heads that are going to be in here. So we'll put you right there. This came with 3, and they also come with 3 individual heads. Go back and see what else is here. Just put that there. And if we remove this panel, there we go. There it is. Remove this. Take it out of the strap. And there it is. And I'll take it out. Now we have a couple of inserts to take away. And we have that. So once we remove this, inserts have a nice big other box underneath filled with more stuff. Get with this. It's the accessories and other stuff to it, so let's unbox it and see how it looks packaged. Alright, so we got here, let's see what we got. what we got is a couple of stickers. I mean, a couple decals actually. So you can put it on the pack in case you don't want to have the, in case you want to change it and you know you want to put it to the 1984 style. They give you the clean decals. If you'll when I show you the pack, it'll have like you know, like an old weather type of look on it, on all the decals and everything else. So that's pretty nice. They gave us Egon Spengler's journal, which has a couple of details from the movie and some other pictures from other stuff, you know. You know, there's little details about Gozer, Zool. Scaleri Brothers, that was from 2. The Jogger, it was an idea, I guess, for another type of tool. It's pretty cool. And some, I guess you might want to say some kind of stickers to like put on your binder, type of stickers like that. So those are pretty cool. Like 80s. Like a lot of this looks like 80s type of stuff, especially that. A lot of this looks 80s stuff. Next set that we can get to. Looks like a lot of this is taped down, so I'll just cut it down. Let's see what we got. Alright, so here we have the stand to everything. So it's a quick, easy 4-piece stand. I'll put that together later. Off screen, I'll put that together. And of course, let's see what we got in here. So we got the connection hose to the pack to the neutrino wand. Yeah, kind of stiff plastic, but I'm pretty sure once it's, you know, out and everything else, and once you stretch it the way you want, it'll probably stay in that nice little curvature that we're used to seeing. What's this? This is the little piece that goes on the back of the pack. The instructions. This is something for people like me. If you're going to a convention or anything else like that, and you and they have like kind of like strict guide laws, guide rules and stuff like that, that you can't have certain things, and you know, like you can't have something exposed. It has to have like an orange tip or something like that, to make sure that they confirm that it's not a weapon. It's the same thing, you know, just put it here. And that's it. I know a lot of the newer Afterlife neutrino wands, a lot of them come with it already. This is just them, you know, saying, hey, if you're going to take this pack to a convention, you might need to have that on there. Because they might give you a little bit of a hassle or a problem and stuff like that. So it's just like one of those things you can also do. Plus, they make the storage on the pack, so you could just throw it right in there and you'll be good to go. To display the main event. As you can see, I put the stand together. Just 2 clips. You just clip the 2 sides. You clip this side and that side together with that, and then you just lay that down and it clips in. But let's get on with the main event. Oops. There it is. Let's get a close-up of it. Did a lot of detail of weathering, you know, little scratch up and stuff, the ribbon cables, everything else. This kind of feels a little metal. Yeah, it does. A little, not by much, but a little bit. Let's actually test it out. Yep, that's actually metal. This is plastic. This is plastic. That's plastic. And it's got like a little protecting plastic against it, I guess, to keep it from being damaged. Try and look and see. If you look right there, there's a little switch right here. It's not really used for anything at all, but it's more for other people who want to mod. And as you can see right here, oh, you see there's a little button you got to push in order to let the switch go. But as you can see, you got a nice little storage in there, so you can put what you need to put in there. As you can see, I didn't exactly put that back, so I'll do that now. I flipped it around the stand just so you can get a good look. There's the battery compartment right there. 2 Phillips head screws for the batteries. There's a couple threaded screws here and there. Some threaded screws there. That's going to be for the Alice frame. They gave you all the screws in the screws and the bolts for that, so that way you could just get an Alice frame if you want, put it together all the way at the bottom. And yeah, so let's put some batteries in this thing and fire it up. Turn it around. When I put the last battery in, it made some kind of weird like startup sound. I tried to redo it again, but it just wasn't happening. So if anyone, it's just a little startup sound, I guess, is to let you know that all batteries connected and it's its first boot up. Kind of like the PlayStation 5. When you first get a PlayStation 5, you turn it on, it has a certain type of greeting, and then it doesn't do that until you completely wipe the system out and reboot it from start. So let's just fire it up. That is pretty cool. I actually have a 1984 Proton pack that was made for me with the Matty Collector's neutrino wand, and every time I see this thing light up, it's always amazing. You could definitely tell there's something wrong. You could definitely, if you're looking at it at an angle, you can kind of see the lights, and kind of see like little holes here and there. You can kind of see some stuff, but it's really amazing. As you can tell, this is the volume control. So let's see if we can get some detail on those lights so I can show you. Where if you see right there, you can kind of see on an angle, you can see those. See the emitters. Everything else is pretty cool. Only thing I have to admit, the rumble, you could feel a little bit of a rumble. Let's see if that's just as loud as it goes. And barely feel a little bit of a rumble. I guess when you're wearing it on your back, you'll feel a little more. So right now, let's actually take a look at that switch and see if anything happens. So, no, nothing happens. It just makes a loud click. Like I said, that's basically for, if you unscrew the pack, you'll see that switch. You could probably, get your own soundboard or anything else. I've seen a lot of YouTubers doing that now. Just recently, as the pack was being shipped to them, they put like their own type of soundboards in there to make a bigger, much more bigger volume to it and everything else. And that's all. So let's turn this off. Yeah. There is a little bit of an idle animation. We'll go through that a little bit later on. Right now, let's actually just attach the hose and the neutrino wand and see what happens. The attached neutrino wand, we're gonna go right over here to the back of it. right over there, and that's where it's going to attach. It's easy to thread it in because it only has one little point that'll let you know you connected it properly. It's kind of hard to do it like that, so let's try and see if I can flip this. You can feel the little notch is right there. I'm sorry if it's dark if you can't see it, but there's a little notch right there that lets you know it's supposed to connect into the other side of that notch. Gotta wiggle it a little. And there you thread it in, as you can see. And now we'll install the wand. They actually made a lot of great, stuff for us fans and everything else. With the neutrino wand, you could just take out the regular battery pack that's in here, which is 3 batteries, and instead you can connect it right to here. There's already 2 sensors in there that actually will connect with the wand and let it know where you can actually control it, turn it on and on from the pack. And of course, as you can see, you just normally thread it. And of course, first we'll fire it up and I'll show you how everything works. A little bit of a startup first. You have to actually manually start it in order to control it from the wand. So you have to turn it on, then turn it off from the main wand. Now that everything is running all together, you could just turn it back off. And as you can see, it's all turned off. So now the first one is to turn the pack on. The second one is just, the extra sound effects. And the third one is to turn the wand of itself on. So now that everything is on. So obviously, let's fire it up and see how it works. See how it goes. All right. Now let's see how overload mode works. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Once you go into once it goes into its overload mode, the wand shuts down and then the pack shuts down. Then of course you have to turn everything back off and then reboot it. That's actually pretty cool. Little side note, I know a lot of people who are obviously, if you're getting this, you're gonna actually have this, or you're gonna get it. It does do this. It does switch its colors. The only thing is that the pack doesn't react to it. This is actually a feature from Ghostbusters, the video game, where when you switch your kind of gun modes, your pack modes, it actually, the whole pack would switch. Like the lights inside of it when you're looking on the screen, the lights on the pack would actually switch colors. It would switch from red to, green to blue, back to green again, and then back to the original, pack ability. Unfortunately, this doesn't do that. On the table and actually do what one of the other things it's fun to do, and actually take it apart. Actually, take it apart. Well, take certain parts of it apart. That just screws off. This piece comes out. And we take this off. And there is the cyclotron, which you can actually take out. You have to screw it out. And there it is. It actually does feel like it's a little bit made of a little bit of metal. Let's give it a test. Yeah, it does feel a little metalish, so yeah, this does feel like metal. As we have that out, let's take a look right there. As we could see, two switches here. They're not really labeled, but one of them is to turn it to a different sound effect. As you hear that switched it, and let's see if the other one does anything. Oh, they both do. So they both alert you that, you know, something was switched. So this ribbon cable can actually come off as part of the whole, you know, what happened in the movie. It's a little bit tough to pull it off, but as you can see, you could take it off, and it makes a little bit of a sound effect when it's booted up. So we'll try that and see what happens with that. But right now, we'll just put it back on. Oh, okay, so if you wanted to take it off, there's these two like little fake bolts. But when you squeeze them together, that's what pops it off, as you can see. And let's take a look at this. And as you can see, there's like 4 little sensors there that connect to it to let it know that it's connected. And here are the emitters. You can actually take off. You can actually look at. You can recreate the scene in the movie where she's putting everything together if you want to. And they all have little like little notches where you can just turn it in. All of them look like they can all come out. Those come out too. I don't know if they're connected. I don't see anything that makes them connected, so that way you can let them know if anything's plugged in or not. But okay. Let's turn the back around. This piece comes out. It's not even really screwed in or anything else. It's just a normal like little plug-in. So that's that. So we already flipped the switch, so let's actually start up the pack with the 2 switches flipped. Reassemble the pack. I found out that this is actually not that, it's just that part of turning. Put it back in place, make sure it stays. This is all plastic, so, but it has little groove connectors. It has a little slots to let you know which end you're putting in. That goes there, and of course there's screws back in here. Okay, so now let's actually turn it back on. Remember, the neutrino one is still connected to it, so let's turn it on and see if we have any different sound effects or anything else. Alright, so I guess if everything is turned off and everything is disconnected, you have to kind of reboot it by the pack switch. So now we got the 1984 where it's actually just the cyclotron is doing one go around each instead of looking like it's spinning around fast. So let's turn the pack off now. Let's take a little bit of a time for the pack to recognize that all 3 wand switches are off. So Let's now turn it on from the neutrino one. Alright. Wanted to show was like I said, when the ribbon cable is disconnected from the pack, it has a certain sound. So let's turn it on and see. Okay, so now let's actually turn the pack on completely and then disconnect that ribbon cable from here. So let's disconnect the ribbon cable now. Let's try that again, but this time we'll have the camera focused on the cyclotron. So let's disconnect that. Ghostbusters, Afterlife, Spengler's, Proton pack, and Neutrino One. The Neutrino One is sold separately, so your best bet is to try and hopefully Hasbro Pulse will be able to release more. But the pack, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get it, or at least at this time, because this was a backers Kickstarter thing. So you had to back it back when it was first announced, which was in what date was that? It was announced in October 2021, and they said it wouldn't be released until summer 2023, but apparently they seemed to wrap up production and they actually got it in the hands of everyone who backed it up. So that's pretty cool. A lot of the stuff was given through a lot of the stuff was given as stretch goals. The stand was the last stretch goal. The hose connecting to the neutrino worm, that was a stretch goal. The stickers and the stickers, that was another stretch goal, and also the journal, that was another goal too. And as you can see, it has a little bit of an idle animation. If you don't do anything with the wand, it just keeps going, and then after that, it just automatically shuts down. So then you got to go back to the wand and reset all three of those switches. You also get another little set of tools, not tools, more like parts, so you can actually put like an A1 Alice frame on the back of it, so that way you have a fully looking Proton pack, like exactly from the movies. You have the Alice frame for your neck, the neck back part, and the other one. My Proton pack I bought from Bob's Prop Shop. Like I said, I bought the Proton pack from there, and it came with the hose. And I already had the neutrino wand from Matty Collectors, and they said, yeah, we work with them before they stopped making everything, and they had the soundboard already configured for it. So only thing I had to do was just plug it in, screw it on like I did with the neutrino wand, and it just worked and turned itself on like that. But as you saw, this one, you kind of have to prep it first. You have to turn that on, and then you have to flip on the pack switch. So we'll go through it one more time. As you can see, I have all three on, so I'm going to turn them off now, and I'm going to turn this off. So as you can see, if I turn the neutrino wand part of the pack on, it turns all that on. If I turn it off, it turns it off. So let's see if we press that switch. They both seem to turn it on. I don't know why. It's kind of odd. So that turned it off. When I turned it to the right, it turned it off. And when I turned it to the left, the pack turns itself on, but not the neutrino on. So let's see if I turn it that way again. And now just see if we turn it on through the neutrino on. So the neutrino one will turn it on with that way. So now let's turn it on like that, and let's see what happens when we do this. So no matter what, the neutrino wand will turn it on and off. It's just more, if you turn it to the left hand side, the pack will turn itself on. If you turn it to the right, nothing will happen, because now it's in, I guess it's in its neutrino wand mode. So it's going to only turn it on to that neutrino wand. Alright, so I mentioned that there was a surprise at the end of my video, and here it is. Apparently they shipped this separately, which was very nice. This was part of the backers campaign. If you backed it within the first, if you were one of the first 4,000 backers and you had Hasbro Pulse subscription on you, you would be getting a special, kind of thank you thing if it hit its goal to go into production, which it obviously did, because you got the hose, the stand, the extra stickers, the binder kind of stickers, and the Spengler's journal. But we got also this, which was very nice. It's the same thing as the Stay Puft, the marshmallow, except that this is from the 1984 Ghostbusters. When Peter Venkman got slime and it was kind of dripping off the pack. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just 4 pieces. This is a little bit more softer than the marshmallow. I just feel this seems a little bit more softer than that. But you got 4 pieces, and you can hang it on there. The Ghostbusters Afterlife Spengler's Proton pack, including the neutrino wand. If you didn't back it, I'm really sorry. Like I said, fortunately, you're gonna have to go to eBay to get this thing, and I paid about $440. I think with tax and shipping and everything, I paid about $440, and yeah, now on eBay, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be almost triple the amount. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're gonna be paying like $1,500. Sorry to spoil that for you guys, but I mean, if you do get it, it is a great piece to have in your house. Very great movie, great prop. The way they made it look like it was old, and like someone was like just trying to barely get some of the pieces, the function of it to keep going, even though a lot of it was old and weathered, as you could see, and they had to make connections to other things and everything else. But it's a great thing. If you can get it, I suggest you do, especially if you already have neutrino wand. I'm really hoping that they continue doing this for fans, and hopefully the next one they come out with, they're going to come out, hopefully they come out with the PKE meter life, because that was actually a very nice upgraded touch. When you click the button if you have the toy, when you click the button up, blue toy, the wings to it go up and it makes like a little shock, and that's what it was in the movie. But in the movie, you had like a little, I think they had a trigger in the back that they clicked it and the trigger went up for a little, you know, ectoplasmic stunner, which was really cool. So hopefully that's something next that they bring out. The Ghostbuster trap from the car, I've seen it already. It's already out as a toy, and it would really make a difference to bring it out now because you could just buy the toy, and you know people would mod it, spray it, and everything else, and they have that exact same type of function. The the ecto goggles from Ghostbusters Afterlife, that would be actually very interesting to have. You know, as something you can have on you, have it on your face or anything else. You put it down, you have fun. You click and take pictures, and then when you would upload, you would be able to upload it to the your computer, and you can actually see like or even upload it to your phone, and you know you can actually see like the picture you took, and like you can actually put like a little ghost over there or something like that, or have even the packs interact. Because before, the Matic Collector Proton packs, they actually, I mean the neutrino ones, they actually interacted because they had a little infrared sensor right there. So when actually more than one neutrino wand was next to each other, they would actually know if you're about to cross the streams. It would actually make different sounds, and all of those Matic Collector things, they actually interacted with one another. You know, if you take a piece, uh, there was a piece on the ecto goggles that if you put on the PKE meter, it actually would make a different sound. So that was actually pretty cool. But like I said, great buy, uh, great collector's piece to have on you. I definitely would recommend, if you can, get it. If you do have it, enjoy, because it's definitely worth it. Yet again, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Hey everyone, if you remember, I said I had a little surprise at the end, and here it is. This was shipped separate from the whole Ghostbusters Proton pack. Uh, this is a bonus gift. I guess it's a gift from Hasbro. If you were one of the 4,000 people who backed it at the beginning, they give you a special surprise. It's nothing much. I mean, I already showed you one of it, but I'm going to show you another type of style of it. And it was this. These are the 1984 original Ghostbusters. It's kind of the same thing as the marshmallow one. You could just put it right onto your proton pack. So just put the two pieces in there clip them in, and you just put it on the hose or anywhere else you want on the on that bar where the cyclotron is. You can put it anywhere these two can hold, and there it is. And as a comparison, the marshmallow one does feel a slight bit heavier than this one, but then it's not really. It's more like transparent, so you can obviously see the slime compared to the marshmallow. But this does feel a little bit lighter compared to this. But this was a great, thank you gift from Hasbro Pulse, for backing the project right at the beginning. And I guess sense of having faith that the project would take off. And even though it's Ghostbusters, it's a proton pack, you already had a neutrino wand, of course this was obviously going to take off. So thank you very much, Hasbro, and thank you all for watching.